Hey guys, welcome to Gardening with Kev, my new channel. I thought maybe I would start showing off some of this stuff. I got a couple of beautiful cucumbers off of this, and it looks like I'm going to get a few more here. There's a little. Whoops! Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Whatever. There's a bunch on there. My nasturtiums are going crazy. They're already seeding. This is a Tithonia torch sunflower. And they get gorgeous, by the way. That's a euonymus or burning bush. Did plant the marigolds in there. This little plant right here, I just can't get over it. It's lettuce. It's called wine and raspberries, or no, I'm sorry, raspberry sorbet. And I did a cutting of this plant right here. Wait a minute, nope, this one. This is called Black Crim, and it's a gorgeous tomato. I cannot wait until we get a couple in here. There's a couple already on, and then this is the later blooming one. This is a pineapple brandywine, and it's not staked up. Use these clips for everything, and I think that works out really well. And there's a lot of healthy, strong tomato, not just tomatoes, but the stems are fantastic. This is the Brandywine Pink, and we're getting a bunch of those in there. Oh, I see a sucker. I got to get rid of that. I am single stemming from, if you can see that, I don't know if you can or not. I sprung it out, and there are 5 center stems that I spread out up here, so it all gets strung and carries up through. This plants will get 6 to 10 feet tall. This is my baby. This is chocolate sprinkles. I don't even want to talk. It's so gorgeous. Look at all these tomatoes. This thing is, it is prolific. I've already taken off probably, I don't know, 50 tomatoes off that already. This is my Hungarian hot wax, and it is, again, very prolific. Last year I decided I wanted to overwinter. So these are the original stems from last year, and how big these are. You can see how thick, how strong all that is. And it took a while, but it's finally starting to get the leaves out and showing flowers. So I'm excited. That's a sweet bell pepper. And just for fun, I threw some carrots in with these guys. This foliage, and I'm telling you, this foliage is a great mulch. It keeps the heat off the peppers. They don't mind heat, but they want to keep the moisture. So it's a balancing act between those two. There's my basil. Again, I put a whole bunch inside of one pot, and it grew beautifully. I planted borage, and that's a borage flower. But as you can see, there's no foliage anymore. Well, there's a reason for that. It dropped a boatload of seeds in my composted coffee grounds and grew like crazy. This, everybody knows, that's coriander that came from cilantro. Well, there's new cilantro coming up, and there's another borage seedling, bee balm, another Tithonia torch, and a marigold. This guy right here is a must in any garden around your vegetables. This is a citronella geranium. It keeps the bugs away from my squash plant. And my squash plant is this. This is a spaghetti squash. Look at all of them. I got spaghetti squashes everywhere. Look at that. And look at this. This is a volunteer tomato plant. And look at these guys down here. I can't even believe that just grew up out of the dirt. I mean, look, not kidding. Look, right out of the dirt. There it is. Amazing. Another one back there. This is my little herb area and pollinator. And then here's some more borage. I had a plant right here. It dropped seeds and they all started to grow. And there's another volunteer. And there's more tomatoes over here that just grew up out of the dirt. This is my lilac. And then I also let Eastern milkweed always grow up around anything that I have. Mostly, honestly, you guys, mostly because it kills spotted lanternfly nymphs. If they suck the white juice that's in this stuff. That stuff right there, that white stuff, that white sticky stuff. They drink that, that's a poison. That's the reason monarchs lay their eggs on that plant, because the monarch loves the flower, the leaves of Eastern milkweeds. Now, the Eastern milkweed, everybody's like, oh, it's a weed. It smells like gardenia, attracts every single pollinator, and attracts the predatory bugs that eat the cucumber beetles and all that stuff. So this is it. That's my garden. And let me back up here a little bit. That's all it is. And I've already gotten enough food for a week. I'm loving life. This is Kev with Gardening with Kev.